What's up, guys? It's Tristan with the Pearrow Group, and I want to talk to you because I recently came to find out that there's something out there that home buyers really want, and they're not getting it. And what that is a home buyer consultation. I have been told by so many people over the past several years that nobody talked to them when they wanted to buy a house. They would just submit a mortgage application and they either got a denial letter or an approval letter, but they really didn't know if they were getting put into the best loan program or the best interest rate if they got that approval, and they didn't know why they got denied when they got the denial. So they kind of went off in both directions, unsure, and when they tried to ask questions to their loan officer, oftentimes they didn't really get answers that made sense to them or that they understood. And even when they did, they told me that they just didn't feel like they understood the process completely and enough to feel comfortable. And then it made it a very stressful process for them. It would be like getting into a car, and if you didn't know how to drive a car, it would be terrifying. You're moving at high speeds and you don't know how to operate this vehicle, and it can turn into an absolute catastrophe. Whereas if you do know how to drive a car, you hop in, you cruise down the road, and everything's great. You turn on some music you like and you go where you want to go. And it's the same thing with buying a house. If you don't know how to drive the car, and if you don't know how the car works, you're going to feel really stressed out, and you're going to be careening down a path that you feel like you have no control over. And that scenario, I truly feel, is how a lot of clients tell me their first time home buying experience went, or their first home buying attempt went. And so what I want you guys to know is that I offer for free home buyer consultations. Whether you are just thinking about buying a house, whether you're actively trying to buy a house, whether you've already bought a house and you want to buy another one like a second home, or you want to become a property investor, I am more than happy to go over whatever questions you have. And my home buyer consultation process is really simple. We'll just basically start with figuring out your goals and your timeline, and then we'll dive in and we'll look at your particular situation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for any potential roadblocks that might come up, because after closing hundreds and hundreds of loans, I know exactly what an underwriter is going to look for to either approve or deny you. So we're going to go through everything together, and we're going to figure out if there's any reason you'd be denied. And if there is, we'll address those. I won't just send you away and say, oh, sorry, there's nothing we can do. We'll go through, and if it was an issue with credit, I've got an internal credit repair team that can help you with that. If it's just needing to save up more of a down payment, we'll figure out a plan to where you can put away some money and save up that down payment. So in my mind, there's never a reason that someone can't buy a home. The only reason someone can't buy a home is if they're not given the proper information to do so. If you're given the proper information and the proper tools and resources, you could be a homeowner much sooner than you think. The process is overcomplicated by people that don't really know how to properly advise you, or that don't have the tools and resources at their disposal to get you to the closing table. So the good news is that I do, and that I'd be more than happy to share those with you. And having a consultation like this before you approach the home buying process is going to ensure that you don't waste time or money, and that when you get to the closing table, your loan actually closes, and all that energy and effort and cash doesn't go to waste. And so, depending on what the consultation reveals, you may be pleasantly surprised to discover that you qualify for a home right away, maybe even more than you expected. Or we may find out that there's a little work that we need to do, and what we'll do then is put together a comprehensive step-by-step plan to work together to get you to the point where you do qualify for a home. Not only that, we'll make sure that regardless of the direction we need to take, you're prepared with a realistic timeline and budget. Too many potential homeowners submit mortgage applications only to be denied without knowing where to go or having information or access to the information they need to get approved. I believe that homeownership is a basic human right, and that's why I do these home buyer consultations completely for free, and take the time out during the consultation to make sure that whether you qualify today, tomorrow, or a year from now, you're equipped with the information and the tools to make homeownership a reality for you. So if you're interested in booking a homebuyer consultation, the link is here in the description below, or you can find a link to my calendar on my website, thepearrowgroup.com, where you can also find all kinds of great tools if you're looking to buy a home or just wanting to play around with numbers. We've got mortgage calculators, we've got frequently asked questions, we've got videos, we've got a YouTube channel, we've got an Instagram, we've got a Facebook. Go check us out. We've got tons of 5-star reviews for you to read over as well. So guys, I hope that this video makes you realize that you're not alone in the process of buying a home. I'm here to help. Get on my calendar. Let's do what we need to do, and let's make homeownership a reality for you. I'll talk to you soon.